Gulf Access Canal homes on clearance. While most people are frozen in indecision, Salvi buyers are stepping up and they're getting the deals of a lifetime. Right now, Cape Coral is offering something we haven't seen in years. Waterfront homes with $1 million views without the $1 million price tag. You'll find charming Gulf Access Canal homes under $500,000, brand new luxury builds for those ready to go all in, and everything in between. So whatever your dream looks like, we're making it possible. Now in this video, I'm gonna show you exactly what's happening in the market, why this moment matters, and how to turn this buyer-friendly shift into your greatest opportunity yet. With 400 plus miles of navigable canals here in Cape Coral, it's always been a boater's paradise. But now more than ever, it's becoming the go-to destination for waterfront living at unmatched value. Yes, inventory is high. Yes, homes are sitting longer. But that's not a red flag. That's a green light for buyers who know how to spot opportunity before the crowd rushes back in. Welcome to the May 2025 Cape Coral Gulf Access Market Update. I'm Barry Cessna, your local waterfront real estate expert and your guide through the noise, hype, and headlines. So whether you're thinking about buying, selling, relocating, or investing, now is the time to map out a strategy. Many have already made the leap after a quick consultation, and they're now living their version of the Cape Coral dream. So let's tailor a plan to match your goals. Click the link in the description, call or text me directly to schedule your free video consultation today. Your dream home might be closer and more affordable than you think. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the numbers. Welcome to the May 2025 market update for Gulf Access Canal homes here in the beautiful city of Cape Coral. We're going to cover inventory, how many homes actually sold, how long are days sitting on the market, and what kind of discounts are people actually getting on these Gulf Access homes right now when they're purchasing them. Now, if you're thinking about buying or selling a Gulf Access Canal home here in the city of Cape Coral, this market update is for you. Welcome aboard. I'm Barry Cessna, your waterfront realtor here in the beautiful city of Cape Coral, and I'd love to help you strategize your next move here in the beautiful city of Cape Coral. So let's go ahead and jump right in and go over the numbers. First up, we're looking at inventory. These are the market indicators. Inventory tells us how many homes are available on the market. This is our supply, median price point. How much are homes actually selling for? 50% of the Gulf Access Canal homes went above this amount, 50% went below this amount. Days on the market. How many days are homes sitting on the market before going under contract? And then we look at closed sales. How many homes actually sold here over the last 30 days? We're going to take a look at the last month of April 2025. We're going to compare that back to January 2025. We're going to go back an entire year to April 2024. We're going to compare this season to last season and really see what the difference was and how we stacked up. So first up is active inventory. Currently in the city of Cape Coral, we have 920 homes with Gulf Access Canals here available. These are single family homes only, but available here in the city of Cape Coral, 920. Now back in January 2025, we had 903 homes available. And then April, 1 year ago, 2024, we had 719 homes available. So as you can see, the inventory has jumped. So we have more options to choose from now. However, if you're selling, that's more competition. As you can see down here where we were at last year, last April, and then as we went through the summer, that inventory did decrease a little bit. And then as we got closer to season, now when the snowbirds come down, January, February, March, April, that's when we have the most amount of buyers here. So that's when the sellers want to get their homes on the market. And that's exactly what happened this season. It was no different. You can see it ramp up around November, December, and then January jumped up with inventory. We jumped up in February. We actually peaked last month with almost 1,000 homes on the market, and now April we're sitting close to 920, so the low 900s. I believe that's going to keep decreasing over the next few months, especially until we get back to probably November, December, January, when we're going to see inventory ramp back up again. I don't believe that it's going to continue to rise up like it did last year or this year, but we will find out. It just depends on what's going on in the market and how we stabilize that. Interest rates are going to play a lot of that. Buyer confidence is going to play into that as well. I thought we would see more buyer confidence this season. However, we didn't see as much as I thought. However, we did sell quite a few Gulf Access Canal homes over the last few months. We're going to jump into that in just a moment. Median price point. So April 2025, median price point for a Gulf Access Canal home here in the city of Cape Coral, $719,500. January 2025, $750,000. And then April 2024, $835,000. So as you can see, median price, it tends to jump up and down. It's pretty sporadic.
We've been hovering right around the 750 mark for the last several months, probably the last couple of years, to be honest. But right now we did drop just a bit to 719.5. And one of the things that helps that price drop is when the lower priced Gulf Access Canal homes are selling and the more expensive ones are sitting on the market longer, keeping the median price from going higher. Days on the market. So homes are currently sitting on the market for 64 days. These are Gulf Access Canal homes. In January, it was just 28 days. I'm not sure what happened there, but something, we dropped quite a bit. And then April 2024, 45 days on the market. We've been sitting right around 50 to 60 days on the market for the last couple of years for these Gulf Access Canal homes. Now, if they are priced well, or they've got a lot of nice amenities, upgrades, updates, or they're brand new and priced well, then they're selling fairly quickly. So closed sales, this is the number that's really important, I believe. It shows us the demand. April 2025, we had 92 closed sales, Gulf Access Canal homes here in the city of Cape Coral. That's a lot of homes sold with Gulf Access Canals, probably more than any other city in the country. January 2025, we had 41 homes sell in the month of January, which was a little bit lower. And then April 2024, we had 105 homes sell. So as you can see, last year in comparison, we weren't as strong this year. However, it was fairly healthy going through season. These numbers are for April. We got off to a really slow start. January was pretty bad. And then we jumped up in February. And then we really jumped up in March, April. However, last year we jumped up quite a bit faster than we did this year. And I think next we'll have a strong May once we get the numbers in for May. And then as we go into the summer, we'll start to see that drop off again. However, my experience right now is we're getting a lot of buyers still coming into the market. With my YouTube, obviously you're watching my channel right now, but a lot of people are finding me on YouTube from the north, and they're coming down there. They're buying their primary home. They're retiring, selling off their home in the north, and then coming down and buying primary home here. Or they're anticipating retiring in the next few years, and they're taking advantage of the market and the opportunities here right now, the options, and finding a great home here, and I'm helping them as well. But we are seeing people coming down, selling their home in the hot markets in the north, whether it's New York, Chicago, Connecticut, Ohio has even had some sharp increases in prices lately, and those folks are taking advantage of that, and they're bringing that money here and buying these amazing Gulf Access Canals where they can park their boat right in their backyard and getting great deals. Just to give you an exact idea of what's going on is for all budgets right now, because you can actually buy a Gulf Access Canal home for under $500,000. We have a handful of those here in the city I can direct you towards. Or if you want that $1 million view, but you don't want to pay that $1 million price point, you're getting those ones for like $800,000, $900,000. So a lot of opportunity there for some incredible views. Or you say, hey Barry, I want to be out to open water in no time. I don't want to be going through the canal system. I need to be on the water 10 minutes, 15 minutes. We've got those available to us, some stills right now, some really great opportunities. So if that's you, definitely take advantage of the inventory and the amount of inventory we have, because you get to pick and choose exactly what you want at great prices. Other key numbers to be aware of: sold price per square foot, $369 a square foot. That has dropped just a bit. List price received, 94.9%. So now, of all the homes in Cape Coral, the list price received is about 97.5%. It's only about 2.5% off. Now with a Gulf Access home, sellers are being a little more generous. They've given over 5% off the list price. So there's room to negotiate on a lot of Gulf Access homes. Especially if you have the right realtor working with you that's able to go in and understand the situation and get you the best price. New listings, we had 187 new listings come to the market here in the city of Cape Coral. That number is staying steady the last couple of months. And then months of inventory, 10 months of inventory. So that means if no other new house came to the market, based on how many homes sold in the month of April, it would take us 10 months to completely sell out. Buyer's market is going to be anywhere 6 months and above. Between 4 and 6 months is a neutral market, and then below 4 months is considered a seller's market. So we are well within a buyer's market, meaning you have lots of opportunity to buy. Now, if you're a seller, we can chat about that. You have to be very strategic in selling your home if you do need to sell it. So let's compare the southeast, southwest, and northwest parts of Cape Coral. Now, these are Gulf Access Canal homes, so we're going to compare the different numbers here. Median price point in southeast Cape Coral, $615,000. homes sold. We sold 39 Gulf Access Canal homes in the city of Cape Coral in the month of April. Homes were available, were 353 homes available, and months of inventory was 9.1 months of inventory. Now the Southeast, a lot of the homes in that area were built back in the 70s and the 80s and 90s. So they are older homes which command a lower price point. Now the Southeast part runs from Santa Barbara over to the river on the east side of the city, and then up to Gulf Access Canals up to about Vizcaya. And then on the jumping into the Southwest, that's going to be Santa Barbara West, and then north to Veterans. And we have median price $842,500, homes sold 36, homes available 407, months of inventory 11.3. Now there's a lot of great homes in this area, newer homes primarily in this area, built in the late 90s and 2000s and then into the teens. So you do have a lot of opportunity, and that's what drives that price up a little bit. It's a really desirable area. You get a lot of well-landscaped neighborhoods and bigger homes in this area than you might find in Southeast Cape Coral. So $842,500, maintain that median price point. This month it was the highest priced. Last month it was Northwest. However, median price point in Northwest came in at $700,000. Homes sold 16. Homes available 154. Homes currently available in the Burnt Store Road area, and months of inventory 9.6. Now Northwest is just basically going to be Burnt Store Road west and south to Pine Island Road there on the southern part. So one of the reasons we see higher price points in the Northwest is because we have so many brand new houses up there, large houses on the canal, and they sell for a premium. Now, what we're seeing, some of the homes in the northern part, a lot of investors are picking those up, and it drove that median price point down just a little bit from where it was last month. However, I don't expect that to stay lower. I do expect that to jump up once again as those newer houses sell. So if you're looking for opportunity, Northwest is the place to be because the infrastructure there is getting built out. They just finished the Crystal Lakes Park up there, and then we've got all kinds of other stuff like Seven Islands coming, Coral Grove, things of that nature. So a lot of fun stuff happening there. If you want something more established, and you're going to want to be in the Southwest, Southeast areas. Key numbers to be aware of. So inflation peaked at 9.1 back in June 2022. We're currently sitting at 2.3%. Last month we were at 2.4%, so we are seeing that drop just a bit. That's a good sign. Now interest rates, November 2023, we peaked at just over 8%. Beginning of the year, we have seen interest rates come down a little bit. However, right now they are sitting at about 6.9%. We have a target of 6.5%. If we get below 6%, I do expect prices to start jumping pretty quickly because we're going to see a lot of folks enter the market. However, with that being said, people are becoming more and more comfortable with the idea that we're going to be sitting around the 6.5% interest rate now for the foreseeable future. So they are starting to trickle back into the market, accepting that aspect of it. Right now, I think the biggest thing holding people out of the market right now, and I say holding people out but we did have a lot of buyers here this season. But the thing that's keeping buyers on the sidelines now is going to be the market instability. We're seeing the stock market go up and down, and people just unconcerned with, or not unconcerned, they are concerned about what's going on. Tariffs playing a little bit of that as well. They just fully don't understand what's going to happen over the next 6 months. But once we get that buyer confidence back, I think that's where we're going to start to see the prices start to jump again. And that could be a couple of months out. That could be another year out. We don't know exactly, but we are monitoring it all. Now, unemployment did jump up a little bit. We were about 4.1%. We're at 4.2%. However, that's been hovering right around 4.2 to 3.8 over the last probably 3 years. Supply here in the city of Cape Coral. Currently we have 3,236 single-family homes available here in the city of Cape Coral. Now that's dry lot homes, Gulf Access, and freshwater homes. We did see an increase of about 20% year over year. So we do have a higher inventory right now. We did peak at about just over 3,500 here in the month of March. And we are starting to see that drop back down as a lot of that inventory got bought out and newer homes not coming to the market, or more new listings not coming to the market. So as we go through the summer, that'll continue to drop. Population, we're currently estimated just over 240,000 people living here in the city of Cape Coral. In the next 5 years, we're expected to be at 250,000. Now I need to update that because I know if we're at 240 now, we're going to be well over 250 in the next 5 years. We'll probably be closer to 275,000. By 2050, we're expected to be at 320,000. We're often ranked as one of the fastest growing cities in the country, and for good reason. Nowhere else in the country can you find a Gulf Access Canal home for the price point that you can find it here in Cape Coral, Florida. Absolutely amazing to be able to load up your boat in your backyard, head out to the open water in no time, and just absolutely enjoy the lifestyle of a boater. We are seeing a lot of people come down now from a lot of the northern areas that have lakes. Maybe they park their boat on the lake and they really enjoy that lifestyle. Upstate New York, maybe Chicago, Minnesota. There's all kinds of different areas, even out as far as California. We're starting to see folks come into Cape Coral from Mountain California as well. But they're up there. They've loved the boating lifestyle, and they've always dreamed of parking the boat in their backyard. Now up there, it's been parked in a marina. They'd use it on the weekends, things like that. Down here, you can actually park it in your backyard and take it out to open water fairly easily. And like I said, we're seeing homes priced as low as $500,000 for that type of product. Now, of course, there's all kinds of bells and whistles that you can get, and we have multiple homes well into the millions, especially if you want something brand new on a Gulf Access Canal with great location. But all different price ranges, but what you would get compared to prices in Naples or Fort Lauderdale, Miami, you're talking like a third of the price. So a lot of opportunity here. I recommend if you are thinking about buying or retiring here in the next few years, you want to take advantage of it right now and take advantage of these prices so you can have that boat parked in your backyard. Is now the time to buy? Let's dive into this. I believe absolutely yes, now is the time to buy here in the city of Cape Coral. You have so many options. We have a ton of inventory. You can be very picky with what you want. You can find exactly what you're looking for, and you probably will have 3 or 4 options. So you might have a hard time choosing exactly what home to buy. They are giving discounts now. Buyer's market is definitely a buyer's market right now, especially for these Gulf Access homes. On the normal, if you put the whole market together and you look at the big market, we're sitting just over 6 months of inventory, which is just into a buyer's market. But with these Gulf Access, we're sitting about 10 months, which means it's more of a buyer's market. Just a lot of opportunity right there. We are at the end of season. So what that means is a lot of the snowbirds have gone home already. You can see the traffic has died down here in the city. And what that means for buyers is less competition, but also sellers are getting a little anxious. If they didn't sell going through season like they were hoping to, maybe they were priced a little high, or maybe their home was a little outdated. Now they're getting a little anxious. So buyers are able to take advantage of that and really negotiate the best deals. And that leads us to sellers are willing to negotiate, whether it's buying down points, helping out with closing costs, or just giving money off the purchase price. Sellers are willing to negotiate in order to sell their properties right now. So definitely a great time to take advantage of that. And I'm able to help you and work you through that process to get you the best deals. So is now the time to sell? Why do you want to sell? Now you need to understand why you want to sell, because if you don't have to sell, then now might not be the best time to sell. And that's strictly because we have so much inventory on the market right now that your competition is extremely high. So if you don't need to sell, it may not be the best time to sell. Now, if you really need to sell or you really want to sell, you have to be smart about what you're doing and how you're going about it. The homes that are selling are homes that have been updated, homes that are brand new, homes that are discounted quite a bit. These are the homes that are flying off the market. Now, the homes that are outdated, maybe homes sitting in flood zones that really aren't like older homes, they're sitting on the market a little longer. If you're selling something like that, you just have to be smarter and more strategic. We have to look at the comparables. We have to look at what homes have actually sold for in the last few months comparative to yours. And we also have to look at what your competition is right now and go in a little bit lower than that in order to make it work to get your home sold if you absolutely need to sell it. So we use strategic selling. We're very smart. We look at the numbers always. We want to make sure that your home is priced correctly. And then we do some great marketing, whether it's through our YouTube channel. We're going to market on Facebook, Instagram, Zillow, of course. Great photographs. We can do drone shots just depending on what the property is. We're going to market it throughout. And we market it through our brokerage, my brokerage with over 90,000 agents that all those agents look at it as well. So if you are thinking about selling and you want to understand exactly what the numbers are, go ahead and reach out to me. And I would love to chat with you about what your options are for selling right now. And then we can determine if it's a good time for you or not. And that concludes. So if you are thinking about buying, selling, investing, relocating here in Florida, now's a great time to chat. Go ahead and click the link in the bio below or in the description. I would love to chat with you. You can set up a Zoom call with me like so many others have from the north. I've been chatting with people from New York, from Connecticut, from Chicago, from California, Colorado, all over the place. We've been having these phone calls and we strategize and put together a plan that's best for you. So whether you're looking to buy in the next couple of weeks or the next couple of years, it's best to know now exactly what Cape Coral has to offer you. And so that's what I do. I put together a great Zoom presentation for you so we can go over exactly what it is that you're looking for and put together the plan. So go ahead and reach out to me. I'd love to chat with you, and I will see you in the next video. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.